Welcome back, friends, to Let's Play some Final Fantasy XIV. We have one more dungeon we need to take care of. But this chick is like hiding like behind this corner for that I don't know. Alright, so thankfully it's not too much of a walk to this place because we've been here before. And my kitty has decided to join me. She's doing it a lot lately. So here at Camp Bronze Lake. Hey, you want to talk to this dude right here? Oh no! Well, considering we now know the truth of the Tonberries and that, you know, it's partially the sickness and the plague that's making them, well, not so cozy, but we know they were once good people, so this is worth checking out. So after a little imaginary boat ride, here we are in the Wondrous Palace proper, which, as a scholar, we've obviously been here before, but now we get to actually take a closer look at on the inside. Now, I actually haven't finished yet, and if I was smart, I would have thought about it and done it before I started recording this episode. I don't have my my grade 3 Grand Company hunting log available yet, because I haven't completed the grade 2 yet. But a lot of the enemies here, including the Tonberry, and I believe one of the bosses, are on it. So way back in the heyday, this place was obviously extremely... Oh, no, you didn't, Tank. No, you didn't, Tank. Oh, man. Extremely popular for speedrunning. And, no offense, Mr. Duty Finder Tank, somewhat new healer here, not a good idea to do these big pulls like this. At least not this big. You should have stopped the beetles. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can handle it, but not the greatest of ideas. But yeah, the Tonberries and I think the first boss are, and maybe the last one, I'm not sure. I might want to take Clark's stance off, are on the grade 3 Grand Company hunting log, so obviously I'm going to have to come back here later, once I have access to that. I've just been having caught up on it, because I didn't think about it until I came in here, and I'm like, oh yeah. So this is pretty much the spot where we were in our level 50 Scholar quest. We didn't go like any further than this, but obviously this is like the first room. But the gimmick of this dungeon is once you hit certain points, a Tonberry stalker will come out, and he'll slowly start making his way toward you. And yes, he will shank you. It is like half of your HP, so yeah, obviously you want to be a little careful. Because obviously, the gimmick here is you need some actual speed to do this dungeon with. Or rather, you need to be careful about not, you know, playing pokey. And somebody opened the treasure chest. These beetles only appear, there's a treasure chest in the corner. And if we get close to it, these beetles spawn. Okay, so after a little mishap, we are at the first boss! Hooray! And it's a giant Gobu. Yeah, and he will sneeze on you. And it's not very fun. It's okay. He likes to punch you and everything, and he is not that much different from a standard one. Except he likes to give you this reduced immunity debuff, but thankfully we can take that right off him. Easy peasy. Nope, wrong hotbar, there we go. Since like everybody but me is like severely overgeared for this, yeah. This is pretty darn simple. It would help if I actually roll on that loot. Now this Tonberry likes to actually patrol this hallway right here, so sometimes he actually might actually be right in your face when you open the door, unfortunately. So you might want to make sure your tank is the first one to open that door. Just for that reason. It's not incredibly common, but it does happen. Now these Tonberries, in this set, once they die, they actually drop these, bottles, flask of lantern oil, which we actually need to use to, unrust these little devices here. And they are the gears that will open the doors to, various places in here. Now this room, some of the stuff can be skipped. There's actually 2 Tonberries and these treasure hunters are going to go after them. Yeah, we're just going to leave them to die, unfortunately. And these 2 guys over here, we don't need to deal with them either. I think there's more on the inside too. What we do need to do is come over here. That little thing there, yeah, that's a Tonberry stalker. That'd be what they look like. You can sneak up behind them. You can actually get partially in their hitbox. But when they turn and see you, they're going to make a beeline for you. They're going to be like, ah, shaking time! And he's coming this way. And he'll actually chase you for quite a while. Oh, phew, he turned. Phew! Okay, we're off the hook. He's not the only one in here, though. We gotta watch out. Let's get ourselves some more lantern oil. There's a chest in the corner over there that may contain decent or crap loot. Some people ignore it, some people go after it. Yeah, he mad now. Yeah, see, he hurts. So a common tactic here is, for the tank to just grab these ads over here. And we're gonna drag them to the boss room. guess we're gonna kill them. Okay. Usually what ends up happening, and somebody is tagging my Celine. Is someone will actually pull the boss while the tank just holds him at the door until the door seals off, and assuming the monsters are kept on the other side, they will be locked out and they'll be like, oh crap, I can't get past the barrier, and they'll just go back to their original spawn points, and you won't have to deal with them. So boss number 2 is this lovely giant flan, who is pretty much piece of cake. He will summon these other ones, but you can AoE them down pretty darn quickly, so they're not really that much of a threat. They've actually buffed the boss, I think, if you leave them alive too long. Because I got a hair on my tongue, but I haven't seen that happen for a long, long time, so I'm not sure if I'm 100% right about that. So after a little while, his eyes are going to focus on a single target, and he's pretty much just going to chase him around the realm. So your job is to pretty much just run away from him. Eventually he'll get tired and he'll go back to the tank. Another easy boss down. Hooray! So here in this room, the Tonberry Stalker will actually not show up until you actually hit the top of those stairs. Okay, and yeah, and people like to pull the Tonberries down here. Is that there's huge pull upstairs, so people like to just sit here just to make sure Mr. Tonberry doesn't sneak up on them. So this treasure chest right here is going to contain the little bite-sized pudding minion. And I didn't win it, unfortunately. Oh well. It always... oh crap, I forgot that people like to pull it in the corner here. This is in case Mr. Tonberry Stalker shows up. Because he'll like walk through the center of the room and then turn directly around and he won't see you. And why did I turn Cleric Stance on? It's like completely a non-issue nowadays, so I'm not sure why people still do that. This is a tactic from the days of old, but whatever, it still works. Let's pick up our last 2 flasks of the Leonard oil. And open the door! And a message about the Tonberry Stalker giving up his chase, but we never even saw him. And here we have the Tonberry King, who's dressed up like Santa Claus. He's so cute. Too bad the cute comes with, you know, stabby stabby knives of murder. But it's alright. This guy was actually somewhat hard back in the day. These little Tonberries were like sneak up. for everyone you kill, he gets a stack of Rancor. And eventually he'll perform everybody's grudge, which is right here, which does 1,000 damage for every Rancor stack he has. So way back in the day, you actually had to be careful not to kill too many Tonberries, otherwise your tank would be one-shotted. And that kind of sucked. So you didn't want to do that. See, my tank just took a ton of damage there, but nothing I can't heal through. And eventually what's going to happen, these Tonberry slashers are going to appear, and yes, they will stab you to death if they catch up to you. So this functions as kind of like a mini soft enrage for the fight. And I accidentally made one mad. Whoops. That was my bad. And we made it through anyway, even though I completely derped and hit the wrong target. Hooray! You can see his bum. Hee hee hee. It's alright. People make mistakes. It's alright. It's cool. So, yeah. That's entirely it for, the Wanderer's Palace. Kinda sucks I died there at the end, but... but yeah, overall, everyone in the gear now. Very easy dungeon. So, sorry for the suck, and thanks for watching! I gotta fail sometimes, you know. What, you thought I knew what I was doing? Huh, right.